Hey guys, Chad with Restless Rides. Hey, we're having a rain day here, so I had to reschedule some vehicles. So what better time to catch up and answer some of your questions we get online? We're getting a lot of positive feedback from our YouTube channel here. So if you guys have any questions, let us know, and we will answer it as quick as possible. A little bit of background on me, guys. I've been painting and doing body work and auto mechanics for over 37 years. So I've been doing this for a long time. I come to you guys with a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge of this channel that some can't compete with. So if you guys got any questions, let me know. I've got a bunch of videos on this channel for you to guys learn from. But for now, Jake has asked us a really good question. He's asking us if there's any one and done type undercoating that is best, that will last the life of the vehicle. Unfortunately, the answer is no. There's no one and done product that's going to last the life of the vehicle. Everything will have to be maintained and upkept at some point. So there's going to be touch up, there's going to be chips, and so on. So the quick answer is no. I'm going to touch a little bit further in on that. Mainly depends on what conversation we're having. Are we talking about show cars? We're talking about cruisers? We're talking about restorations? We talking about something that gets driven very little, or are we talking about something that gets driven daily or commercially, like a fleet truck? So depending on what conversation and what context, we're going to recommend different types of products for the different applications. Again, there's no one and done type product that will work for everything, especially when you start dealing with vehicles that are driven daily and used for for work, for commercial or fleet trucks or so on. So let's dive into this a little bit and break this out a little bit. So we're talking about show cars, restorations, and cruisers. Those type of products, I would recommend more of your encapsulating type paints. That would be like your KBR, your POR-15s for your chassis. But I would still recommend top coating them with some sort of enamel with flex additive, or clear with flex additive. So that way things doesn't crack and chip when you flex them. That's a big one. Chips are a major issue with any type of paint. That's why for the daily driver, they're not best. That's kind of short on that, guys. I could really get into detail here, but that's not what his question is. As far as undercoating, he also asked about wax products. Those are like your semi-hard wax. We have one with New Hampshire wool. It's called the Boss Wax. And they're great for new vehicles. But keep in mind, you can't just use the wax. You still have to combine that with something else to properly protect your vehicle. You also have to spray them correctly. And that's something we've noticed here by vehicles coming in with the wax type materials on them. They're not being applied correctly. So they're just spraying barely what you can see and sending the vehicles out the door. And you can check out some of our other videos that we're talking about. Not all undercoatings are created equal. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. That they don't spray everything like they should. So the wax undercoatings, they are a little more forgiving than paints. They will self-heal. At least some of them will on a hot day. Like Boss Wax will self-heal on a really hot day. It's minimal, but it will self-heal, which is important when you're especially talking about rust proofing and the life of the vehicle and stopping rust and preventing rust and keeping it rust free. Now, with the also, you start getting into the thick materials, the same deal. You still have to protect the inside of your box structures and everything else. Another great question he had. So he said, am I best to sandblast the frame? Absolutely, you are. If you're going to take the time to paint a frame, you definitely want to take the time to sandblast it to get every morsel of rust off that frame. Because rust is like cancer. Once it starts, it's hard to get a hold of and it's hard to stop. And the hard part, no matter what you do, if it's a boxed frame, sandblast the outside. The inside is what you need to be most concerned about, because most all modern vehicles rot from the inside out. Let me pause this video for a second. I'm going to grab this frame section that I have here. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, I have this frame section. I take this thing all over the place with me for demonstrations at shows and exhibits. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So you can sandblast this entire thing on the outside and make it perfectly bright. Get rid of all the rust possible. But here's what you can't get to. In between these layers, there's two pieces of metal here, two pieces here, two pieces here. It's the in between here that you can't get to, and that's the problem with putting paints over top of this, because there's rust, even though you can't see it, in between those layers. Also, inside, from the side, that frame looks pretty good. And when you start looking inside of this, you can see how truly bad that frame truly is. This is off a Jeep TJ that we've had to scrap. And so we cut this off, and I actually use this for demonstration purposes. But even though you're properly prepping the outside of the frame, you're sandblasting it, you're primering it, you're putting a good quality paint over top of it, and the chassis paint, you still can't get between those layers. And that's something you need to think about. The inside of the box structure, the inside of the frame, and in between these layers. No paint on the market is going to be able to soak in there and protect that area. And now that there's rust started, that's where the rust is going to start to come back. And when you paint them, whether you're talking about bed liner, whether you're talking about paint, the rust is going to start coming back out from underneath those layers. It's going to blister up, and that's where the encapsulation issues start coming with paint after the fact. So during your restoration, when you're actually trying to stop the rust, that's one thing that you need to think of when you're talking about these frames and doing body work and sandblasting and paint. So we'll stop the video here, and then we'll continue on, and I'll answer some of these other questions. All right, guys, I just put the frame section down here. We were talking about bed liners. That's actually one of the other questions you have with bed liner material. So is it good to use bed liner material on frames and for undercoating? Okay, I've actually used Truck Bedliner on some of the builds I've used because it does give you it's pretty resilient from chips and stuff. But keep in mind, like I talked about, the layers of metal on the frames and on the bottom of the chassis. I'll put some pictures up here of a couple of the projects that I've just used on. One of them, I'm sure you see the CJ behind me on the screen. I use bed liner on the bottom of the tub and also inside the tub during that restoration. So I'll show you a couple pictures of that. But the big thing is again, you need to make sure you put it over top of properly prepped material. It's sanded, it's got to be clean, it's got to make sure that if there's any rust that was there, it has to be addressed before you put it on it. Because once you put it on it, the rust will continue, especially if it has any access to air. And then anywhere that there's a layer that the rust has already started, it's going to creep out from underneath there. So keep that in mind as far as a bed liner. It can be used, but just be careful how you use it, because it can be worse than encapsulating paints because it is very difficult to remove. Okay, so moving on. We talked a little bit about the wax undercoatings. We talked about paint. We talked about bed liner material. So now let's talk about probably what's today is the best option for undercoating most daily drivers. Okay, it's where the high viscosity oils are really shining, guys. We exclusively use New Hampshire oil undercoating here because they're non-petroleum, and it's a whole lot easier on your wiring harnesses. And if some drips on the floor, or if your dog licks it, it's not going to kill them. Some of the other products on the market are petroleum based, and I would try to keep your pets away from them, to be honest with you. That's one of the big reasons why I chose to go with New Hampshire oil. Actually, we teamed up. So the high viscosity oil undercoatings themselves are probably the best option currently to be able to protect your modern vehicles. Because some other videos, like I talk about how the vehicles rust from the inside out. You can clearly see from the frame I just showed you a few minutes ago how bad the inside of that frame looks. And just think, you can paint the outside of that as pretty as you want and as perfect as you want, but if you don't address the inside of that structure and in between the layers, the rust is going to come back. It's truly cancer. And so once it starts, it's very difficult to get completely rid of. So that's where the oils really shine in, because it does flow, it does creep and migrate in between the layers of metal. But you have to select the right ones, because there's some really, really thick lanolin products on here, and it's a really popular product that's been around for a long time. It's called wool wax. It is so thick that it won't flow. It just sits on top of the seams, just like the waxes do, just like the encapsulating products do. It won't flow down in between the layers. And so that's one major problem I have against wool wax. And that's the other reason why we went with New Hampshire oil. The New Hampshire, they're constantly redeveloping the product, and they're actually leading the industry now. But that's why I also say the high viscosity oil undercoating is probably the best for all modern vehicles. because it has the thickness to stay where we spray it. It's a no drip formula, but it also kind of creeps and migrates like a mineral oil, so it will flow down and creep in between the layers of material to give you that ultimate protection. And we can atomize it very easily with our special guns to be able to coat and really good coat the inside of all the box structures. Because when we spray a vehicle here at Russell's Rides, it takes me 3 to 4 hours to properly spray one. And that's because it takes so long to be able to spray the inside of all the box structures. And we recommend 2 full treatments with the oils, just so it can creep, migrate, and get into all those nooks and crannies. That way it's going to block out the water, it's going to block out the air, it's going to stop the rust in the tracks and keep it from getting worse. And if you got a brand new vehicle, that's where this product really shines, because it's going to soak, it's going to creep and migrate over top of the good fresh coatings, and so that the rust never starts to begin with. You can check out some of our reviews and our other videos. I'm starting to do a lot of reviews and stuff on the new vehicles we're spraying, and there's no rust anywhere to be found. So that's just a testimonial of how well this product is holding up. Because even though they're brand new, some vehicles, they're bare castings underneath the chassis. Toyotas are notorious for it. They'll leave bare metal exposed and they rust. I mean, I've got a 2024 on a rack right now that's already rusted. That'll be another video just for a walkthrough. But yeah, the oils are definitely where it's at, guys. If you got any questions, or if you want to learn something more, put your comments in the comment section below, your questions, and I respond to everything. And if it's good enough, we'll make a video of it just like this here, so we can get into detail and get a little bit more deep dive into these questions. Or if you live in a Cincinnati, Dayton, or Middletown, Ohio area, and you want us to protect your vehicle, get on our website and we'll get you scheduled, get you taken care of. So talk to you soon.